Om. 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 Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namah Shivaya. Guru Brahma, Guru Vishnu, Guru Devo Maheshwaraha, Guru Sakshat Parabrahma, Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Sadashiva Samarambha, Shankaracharya Madhyama, Asmadacharya Paryanta, Vande Guru Parampara. Harihi Om. Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Harihi Om. My pranams to all Atma Jyotis, divine light of the self. I welcome all of you to today's session on Yoga Vashishta. So, in the last session, we have seen that Devaduta has helped the king Arishtanemi to reach Valmiki Ashrama. We'll continue from there. The king Arishtanemi enters sage Valmiki's ashram. That place, that is a holy place. It is full of holiness and peace and bliss. Small Muni Kumaras, small children were playing there and they were reciting Samagana. Some of them were happily reciting Rama Kadha, story of Sri Rama. The wind that blows in that ashram also seems to remind the people about bhakti, jnana, and vairagya, devotion, wisdom, and dispassion. There, the king Arishtanemi finds sage Valmiki sitting on a high pedestal, and he was in the bliss of Brahmananda. King approaches him and does Sashtanga Pranama. He prostrates to sage Valmiki. Sage Valmiki compassionately, lovingly inquires about the welfare of the king and asks him what brings him there. The king Arishtanemi bows down to sage Valmiki with respect and prays to him, asks him, "Hey Valmiki Maharshi, I am bound in samsara, and because of that, I have been undergoing a series of dukkha. Because of the Devaduta, I got the opportunity to meet you, to get your darshana. Today is a very holy day. O Father, Valmiki Maharshi, you have written Ramayana, and that Ramayana benefits the whole world. However, I have a doubt, I have a question. Sri Rama was able to cross the ocean of samsara very easily. He encountered many problems in his life, but he was always peaceful. He was able to handle those problems in a very equanimous way, like a sthita prajna. What practice, what jnana that Rama has, that he was able to be like a sthita prajna? Please tell me, what enquiry that Rama did in his life, what knowledge he has, what practices he has done, so that Sri Rama became a sthita prajna, so that Sri Rama life is full of problems. Many upsets has happened in his life, but he took everything in his stride. How could Sri Rama get that kind of philosophical nature of equanimity? So that was his question. Valmiki Maharshi listened to this question and he understood that the person who put this question, the king Arishtanemi, is a highly qualified spiritual aspirant. The king Arishtanemi want to do vicharana. He wants to understand what is the right enquiry, what is the right way to do permanent, to understand the difference between permanent and temporary. Therefore, this king Arishtanemi is a qualified student to listen to Uttara Ramayana. First, Valmiki Maharshi has written the Ramayana, which we know, which is popular. There is a Uttara Ramayana to it called Yoga Vashishta, which is a philosophical book. So this king Arishtanemi is qualified to listen to Uttara Ramayana. In order for the benefit of the world and for the benefit of the people who are seekers after knowledge, I will do pravachana of Vashishta Rama Samvada, the dialogue between Vashishta, sage Vashishta and Sri Rama, which is known as Vashishta Ramayana. I will teach to this emperor Arishtanemi. This is the sankalpa of sage Valmiki. So sage Valmiki closed his eyes and he prayed, he meditated on Atma Jnana, Atma. He he meditated on God, Parabrahma. Parabrahma is omnipresent in the heaven, in the earth, in the sky. He is inside, he is outside. He is only one. He is the one alone. He is the one thing that is manifest as many. That Paramatma, I bow down. This is what Valmiki's prayer is. And he tells to the king Arishtanemi, O king, listen carefully. I am going to tell you Akhanda Ramayana. Having listened to that, one becomes Jivan Mukta. If you listen to this Akhanda Ramayana, you will become Jivan Mukta. If a person is an Ajnani, is a Pamara, meaning he is attached to his wife, children, family, money, position, power, that person is called a Pamara, is a Ajnani. I, me, mine feeling. Such a person is not qualified to listen to this Atma Vicharana in the form of Vasishta Rama Samvada. That person, Pamara, is not a qualified student to, he is not qualified to listen to Atma Vicharana of Vashishta Rama Samvada. A person who is already a jnani, who has already done Vicharana, he does not need this book. But a person who is neither a jnani nor a jnani, who is a seeker, who wants to know, I am in bondage and I am deluded by this world. This world is putting me in moha and giving me many dukkha parampara. However it is, I will try for Atmajnana and become mukta, liberated. Those who have a strong desire like this, they are the qualified students. Before I have written, this is all Valmiki Maharshi is saying, before I have written Purva Ramayana, which is the story of Sri Rama with 7 kandas. If a person reads that Ramayana of 7 kandas, he will get purity of heart. Chitta Shuddhi will happen. Those heart has become purified with bhakti of Sri Rama, they become fit for the jnana which we are going to tell in this Vashishta Rama Samvada, which is of 6 prakaranas, also known as Akhanda Ramayana. Once you are fit for the jnana proposed in this work, the Ramayana, the earlier Ramayana, which is 7 kandas, gives the purity of heart, and this Vashishta Ramayana, Yoga Vashishta, which gives clarity of intellect. This is Nivritti Marga, and that is Pravritti Marga. Together they give moksha. Earlier, Sage Vashishta is saying, Sage Valmiki is saying, with Divya Drushti, with the divine eye, I have visualized Sri Rama's story and written Ramayana with 24,000 slokas. I have a disciple by name Bharadwaja Rishi. He is a very great student, Eka Santagrahi. By listening once, he will understand everything and he will remember also. And he is humble. I told him Ramakatha. And Bharadwaja Rishi remembered all that. Once upon a time, on the mountain of Meru Parvata, Bharadwaja Rishi recited Ramayana to the Brahmadeva on the Meru Parvata. Brahmadeva, who is the creator, listened to this story, Srishtikarta. He became very happy and he said, "Oh son, very nice, you have recited very well. Listening to the story of Ramachandra is beneficial for the world. It is for the Loka Kalyana. Because you have recited this story to me, I will give you a boon. Please ask a boon." And he did Ashirvada, blessing to Bharadwaja Rishi. Then Bharadwaja said, "O father, Brahmadeva, the sorrows of the people in the world is unending. There is no end to the sorrows of the people of the world. Knowing which, how can these people can be free of sorrow? This is a common knowledge. See, everybody, see, if you see the world, it is full of sorrow. How can the endeavor is, how can we get out of the sorrow? This should be the quest of life. How can we become free of sorrow and how can we attain to bliss? Peace of mind is the journey of spirituality. So that is what Bharadwaja has asked Brahmadeva. Then Brahmadeva brought Bharadwaja to Valmiki Rishi. And Brahmadeva told to Valmiki Rishi, O son Valmiki, you did a sankalpa to write Akhanda Ramayana. Please complete that. You have written 7 kandas of Ramayana. Very nice. But Sri Rama was taught by Vashishta Rishi Atma Vichara, knowing which Sri Rama became capable of handling the ups and downs of life. He became Purna, equanimous, Sthitaprajna and Atma Swarupa. That dialogue you now teach to your dear student Bharadwaja Rishi. Such Vicharana, Atma Vicharana, with the help of such Atma Vicharana, the Jivas, the people, bonded people in the world, they can cross the samsara sagara, the ocean of life, very easily. Having ordered Valmiki Maharshi like that, Brahmadeva became Antardhana. He disappeared. At the time, Valmiki Maharshi is saying, I taught Akhanda Ramayana, Yoga Vashishta to Bharadwaja Rishi. The same Yoga Vashishta I am going to teach you. This consists of Atmajnana. Having known Atmajnana, nobody will be subject to sorrow and weakness and ego. And one becomes fulfilled by studying this text. Valmiki is continuing, O Arishtanemi, once upon a time, your Ishtadaiva, Narayana, there are so many times in ancient times when Narayana took avatars or so many places, so many people gave him curses, curses, shapa. To fulfill those curses of those people, Narayana took an avatara called Sri Rama and he underwent those curses. Even though Narayana is Akhanda, Advitiya, Chidananda Swarupa, he acted like a normal human being. I'll tell you what are the curses Rama got, Narayana got. Once upon a time, Narayana came to Brahmaloka. When he came to Brahmaloka, everybody respected him and did puja to him. But sage Sanat Kumara thought, I am already a jnani. Why should I I don't need anything in this world. Why should I pray to Narayana? Why should I take Ashraya for anything? And he did not did pay puja to Madhava, who is Narayana. Narayana Govinda, who is Narayana, observed this and he knew that Sanat Kumara needs some teaching. So he said, "Oh friend Sanat Kumara, you are Nishkama, you are desireless, but you should not forget the courtesies of the world. Therefore, you take a birth as Kumara Swami and learn proper courtesies." And Sanat Kumara gave a written curse. He said, in that case, you also take birth as a human being and forget about your sarvajnatva, omniscience, and become an ajnani and roam around the world as a human being. So to fulfill that shapa of Sanat Kumara, Narayana took birth as a human being. In another kalpa, there is a sage Bhrugu. Bhrugu has a wife called Khyati. Bhrugu's wife Khyati is a great devotee of Vishnu. She desired Sayujya with Vishnu. She did great tapasya to merge with Vishnu. And Vishnu became pleased with her and gave her Sayujya. She became one with Vishnu and merged with Vishnu. And Bhrigu became angry. "O Vishnu, because of you, I lost my wife. Therefore, you also will undergo the pain of losing your wife." To fulfill that shapa, Narayana, Vishnumurti, took an avatara like Sri Rama. And in this avatara, his wife was separated from him for some time. And he also underwent the pain of separation from wife. Once upon a time in the Goloka, Radha cursed Sudama that you will be born in a demon family. Sudama, who is a great devotee of Vishnu, is born in a demon family as a demon, Rakshasa, called Jalandhara. His wife is Brunda. Brunda was a great pativrata. She did many tapasya. Because of her austerities, even though Jalandhara was doing many adharmic activities, because of his wife's greatness, punya, he was not being harmed. So Devatas went to Narayana and prayed to him, "How can we kill Jalandhara? He is protected by the punya of his wife." Then Narayana, for the purpose of Loka Kalyana, took up a form and went to Brunda like Jalandhara and destroyed her sanctity. And then Devatas were able to kill Jalandhara. Knowing this, that Vishnu has deceived her, Brunda has cursed him, saying that, "You also, I am separated from my husband. Similarly, you will also will be separated from your wife. So to fulfill that Shapa, curse, Narayana took birth as Sri Rama, and in this avatara, he was separated from his wife. Once upon a time, Vishnu took Narasimha avatara. After killing Hiranyakashipu, he was roaming around on the banks of a river. There was a sage called Devadatta. His wife, looking at the terrific form of Nrsimha Avatara, was afraid and she died. Then Devadatta gave a curse to Narasimha Swami, saying that you will also be suffering the pain of separation from your wife. For all these curses, to fulfill all these curses, Vishnumurti took birth as Sri Rama, and in this life, as Sri Rama, he underwent the pain of separation from his wife. So, we have learnt about the historical ancient stories of curses. Now we will learn something about, we'll start Atma Jnana. This is what Sage Valmiki is saying. Akasha, which is space, the original form of space is emptiness. After knowing this, see, if you look at the sky, it appears blue. So we may think that there is something, a thing which is blue up above in the sky. But if you take a closer look, Akasha is nothingness. There's nothing there. There's nothing called blue sky. Once you know that Akasha is nothing, emptiness, even if you look at up in the sky, you will see blue sky, but the illusion is gone. Your knowledge is there. You know that it is not blue. Even though for the eyes it appears as blue. Similarly, this world is appearing to our eyes. Initially, we are all afraid of the world. We take the world to be real, and whatever happens, whatever are the happenings in the life, we undergo sorrow, pain, suffering, fear, we undergo. Once you know that this world which we are afraid of, which we are suffering, is nothing but an imagination, an illusion, it's an appearance. Once you know this, it's a mithya, Brahma. Once you know this, you are not really afraid. You are not really fearful. You are not really sorrowful. If you know, if you are convinced that the world is an appearance, it's a mithya, then your fear vanishes and you become peaceful. Therefore, once we know the truth of the world, and importantly, truth about yourself. What is your self? What is your real self? What is your real nature? You are not the body, you are not the mind, you are not the intellect, you are not this body at all, you are not this person at all. You are consciousness, you are Chaitanya Swarupi. Once you know this, you are not deluded by the incidents in the life of this person, this body, and you are not afraid, your fear goes away and you become peaceful and you can handle life in a better way. This knowledge comes by knowing your true self, and that comes from the teaching of this book. We'll stop here, and if you have any questions, you can, any observations, you can ask.
One small question. So this Rama and this the dialogue between Vashishta and Rama, why you have to call this Uttara Ramayana? Because this is happened in Rama's in very early age. I think less than 16 years age. But why we have to call it Uttara Ramayana? This should have been called as Pura Ramayana, because it happened in being the beginning only. That's what my understanding.
Okay. There is one Ramayana which Valmiki written first.
Yeah.
That is Purva Ramayana. That is the normal story.
Because it is written so later part, it's called Uttara Ramayana.
Yes.
Okay. Because this has happened when Rama was in very early stage.
Correct.
When he went out to round the journey in his life in the early this one. Once he comes back from that, he feels so whole world is misery. Then the dialogue starts with between
Right.
Vashishta and Rama.
Correct. Okay. We'll close the day.
Yeah.
Put namaste. Close your eyes. Asatoma Satgamaya Tamasoma Jyotirgamaya Mrityorma Amrutam Gamaya Om Shanti 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 Loka Samastah Sukhino Bhavantu Harihi Om Shri Gurubhyo Namah Harihi Om Hari Om Tat Sat.
Hari Om.
Thank you.
Hari Om.
Hari Om.